What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Seltzer coming to you guys again with another rebuilding video. We are 3 teams away from finishing the Western Conference, and the Los Angeles Clippers are the next team we are rebuilding. The team is pretty solid, like overall, but they're missing like 1 or 2 pieces. I don't know exactly how to explain it. That would make them that championship contender, because they never make it really past the first round. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to move Luka Mbamute to small forward, which is going to make him an 80 overall now because of the chemistry. He's otherwise a 79 overall, but I will take that. JJ Redick I think needs to get moved, to be honest. JJ Redick and Jamal Crawford, I like them, but they're 30. He's 32 years old, and he's probably going to go down eventually pretty soon. So I wanted to see, I could get Paul Millsap for him, which is not too bad because you can move Paul Millsap. I could get Corey Joseph and Serge Ibaka. I'm going to do that trade. Corey Joseph, Serge Ibaka, welcome to the team. I'm going to move Serge Ibaka now. I'm probably going to flip him and see what I can get for him. He has like 3-star trade value or 2.5, something like that. So I feel like we could probably get something pretty nice out of him. Or I could keep him at the power forward. Well, obviously we don't need him at the power forward because we have Blake Griffin. I don't even know why I even thought about that for a second. Tony Allen and Brandon Bass. Ooh, I can get Dwight Howard and Ryan Kelly. But they want Corey Joseph for that, so I'm not going to do that. Rudy Gay, ooh. Rudy Gay would be pretty solid. Let me see real quick, first thing first. Let me move Corey Joseph to shooting guard. He goes up to 77, so like if I'm... Austin Rivers is actually a better shooting guard, apparently. But let me go back and Serge Ibaka, and let me do like 2 seconds. What about if I do that? Would I get like some better picks, better offers out here? I could get Rudy Gay for him straight up, basically. That would not be too bad of a deal in all honesty. Jeremy Lin, Malik Beasley, and what is Jeremy Lin's 3-pointer? 81, 80, 77. It's not that great. Because JJ Redick actually had a better one too, so you know that's that. Steven Adams. I think I'm actually going to do this Rudy Gay trade for Serge Ibaka. They're both on expiring deals anyways, but Rudy Gay is going to be our new starting small forward. So now we have Chris Paul, Austin Rivers, Rudy Gay, Blake Griffin, DeAndre Jordan, and then we have Luka Mbamute coming off the bench with Corey Joseph, Maurice Spates, Brandon Bass, and Raymond Felton. If I move Felton to shooting guard. No, I'm going to keep him there, and then I'm going to move Corey Joseph to shooting guard. And then that should fill out the bench pretty nicely. Yeah, so there is still a couple more pieces that we could probably trade for on the bench. Maybe Raymond Felton and, like, I don't know, Diamond Stone. Could I get a actual point guard? I could get Jose Calderon. That's not like that crazy good of a point guard anyways. Thomas Robinson. Nothing great. Let me do Brandon Bass and Raymond Felton. See if I can... Rodney McGruder, Josh Richardson. I like Josh Richardson. He's pretty solid. Ivica Zubac is pretty solid too. Alan Williams. I do like Alan Williams, so I'm going to do this. Alan Williams is a beast power forward. He would be nice rebounder for us off the bench. And that should be solid. I'm going to make a couple more trades for bench unit pieces, and then I'll come back and I'll show you guys exactly what I've made, because it's going to be a lot of little trades here to get the best bench that I could probably that I want, at least. I'll see you guys then. Alright, so this one's not really a small trade, so I wanted to show it to you guys. Steven Adams and Alec Abrines for Austin Rivers and Bryce Johnson. This is like a really easy trade in my opinion, because if I move Steven Adams and that same player we literally just got, we should be able to grab somebody even better. So yeah, because Steven Adams is 2.5-star trade value, so let's see if we can get, I can get Tony Allen, Derek Favors, Darren Collison. I can grab Darren Collison. Darren Collison would actually be pretty solid because I think he has a nice shot. 78 from the mid-range. He's actually an off-dribble, is higher at 82, so he would be pretty solid. I would not have too many issues. Seth Curry I could grab. Ooh, that would be pretty nice. I think I might do that actually for Seth Curry and Devin Harris, or I could get Darren Collison and Garrett Temple. Let me think here. Darren Collison's expiring this year, so we're going to do this for Seth Curry, and I'm going to bring him to this team. They basically get Steven Adams over there for free. Okay. And now, I think that's probably going to be the last of my trades. We made a lot of bench trade pieces because we had a lot of little kind of units and everything like that I wanted to grab. So the starting lineup is just going to be Chris Paul and Seth Curry. He's 77, I get it, but he has an insanely good three-point shot anyways, and he's just going to fill out the roster because I wanted to have Rudy Gay, who would be a better small forward. Then we have Blake Griffin and DeAndre Jordan. Off the bench, we have Luke Mbamute, Allen Williams, Corey Joseph, I moved back to point guard, and Maurice Spates because we grabbed Wayne Ellington for the shooting guard position. And that is good enough for me, unless no. So Wayne Ellington's going to be that bench shooting guard that I wanted. And let me make sure their training is set to team chemistry. And I'm going to simulate now all the way to the trade deadline. If I make any trades, you guys are going to see that. Otherwise, I'll see you at the end of season awards. This is a pretty solid roster. I'm not going to complain with it. Chris Paul is kind of a beast anyway, so I'm going to see you guys then if I make any trades. But I doubt it. This team's pretty nice. I'll see you guys then. Alright, so I didn't expect this trade to go through, but I just did. I was just simming through and trying to see what would work for Rudy Gay, and I got one for Chris Middleton. But if you move Chris Middleton to small forward, which I haven't done in a little bit, I haven't brought him to my team, he goes up to an 83 overall, so I'm going to take that, and he's a nice three-point shot to go alongside Seth Curry. So I am going to take that. Not too bad for us. That's going to be a nice setup for the back court. And that's going to be probably the only trade I want to make. Let me see what, let me just check something here. I want to make sure DeAndre Jordan is, yeah, DeAndre's doing pretty solid. But, let me see. I just want to field offers, see in case he has, like, really good trade value right now. Sometimes it happens where players' trade values will change over a season. Just in case there is a super solid center that would, we can get Hassan Whiteside for him almost straight up. Let me see. Andre Drummond is here too, and Andre Drummond always wins Defensive Player of the Year for some reason, at least in the first season. Hassan Whiteside though, no, I already got him. I'm just gonna stick with the team, and I'm gonna simulate all the way to the trade deadline. Same thing. If I make any trades, you guys are gonna see that, but I'm probably gonna roll with this roster into the playoffs, and I'll see you guys then. All right, so this trade came up for a small bench piece. Wayne Ellington and Devin Harris basically for Patrick Beverley in a straight up deal. I like Patrick Beverley overall. He'd be a very nice backup point guard for us, so I'm actually going to go for that trade because I think that's going to make us just a little bit better than what we were before. Just a more reliable bench unit is always nice to have. So Patrick Beverley is going to be inserted as the 7th man overall. I'm going to move Corey Joseph now to shooting guard, so he could be the backup shooting guard for us. So now he's a 77 overall, and that's pretty nice. Now Patrick Beverley is the 6th man actually for the team. Maurice Spates is 10th, and let me see if there's anything else that I want to do. Maybe if I were to move, I don't know if this is going to be worth it, but I'm thinking of maybe moving shooting guards and seeing if I can upgrade that and see if there's anybody better. Nothing super crazy. Get Rodney Hood, but he's more of a small forward in my opinion, so I wouldn't trade for him, unfortunately. I could bring JJ Redick back to the team if I really wanted to. I'm not going to. Jamal Crawford I could bring to the team. What about just Corey Joseph? And what if I did Corey Joseph and Chris Middleton? Could I grab anybody solid? Zach LaVine and Shabazz Muhammad I could bring to the team. Jonas Valanciunas and JJ Redick I could bring to the team. Andre Drummond, Jeff Teague, Thad Young, Harrison Barnes I could bring to the team. Not really looking into that though. Not super fan. Not as a big fan. Chris Bosh. Holy crap. I'm actually gonna do. I'm gonna do this trade because I think Chris Bosh has insane value right now. So if I grab Chris Bosh and like I don't know, Seth Curry or something, I could get Kevin Love obviously, but I can get Goran Dragic, Kemba Walker, Derrick Rose. None of these guys that I really need though. 11 trade 13, 14. Andre Drummond I could bring into the team. LaMarcus Aldridge I could get. Aldridge, hold up a second. Andrew Wiggins I could bring to the team, and Shabazz Muhammad for Chris Bosh and Seth Curry. Holy crap. Or LaMarcus Aldridge. Ooh. I think I might actually do. I'm gonna do this LaMarcus Aldridge trade. Yeah, I'm gonna do this, and then I'm gonna flip LaMarcus Aldridge. LaMarcus Aldridge has insane trade value right now. He's super highly rated. So I should be able to get a beast for him. Let's see if this is possible. I'm going to go through the trade. I can get Andre Drummond, Eric Bledsoe, Mo Harkless. Let me actually try and let me try something out here. So if I grab LaMarcus Aldridge, can I go over to the Timberwolves and then can I get that same deal for not Ricky Rubio for oh my god, I gotta go all the way back now. God dang it. Alright, Timberwolves for Andrew Wiggins, They only want a Carl White for Omri Caspi. Welcome to the team, Andrew Wiggins. Welcome to the Los Angeles Clippers. I am absolutely down for that trade. Oh my god. Alright, well, I was going to do something a little bit different, but now if I move Patty Mills to shooting guard, he can probably be a nice shooting guard. He's a nice three-point shot for us, too. So now we have Chris Paul, Patty Mills, Andrew Wiggins, Blake Griffin, DeAndre Jordan as just the starting lineup. Off the bench, we have Luka Mbamute, Patrick Beverly, Alan Williams, Maurice Spates, and Omri Caspi, who I actually do not want on the team. Caspi, and I'll keep Paul Pierce just because I don't want to disrespect him by trading him. Literally, I'll grab almost any shooting guard. Mike Muscala has 1.5 star trade value. You know what? Thomas Satoransky, Pat Connaughton, Jeremy Grant has a nice. No, Davis Bertans. Where is it? This guy, Mike Muscala, has good trade value, so I'm going to move Mike Muscala, and I'm going to move one more guard, and then I'm going to simulate. I'm going to basically run with that roster. I'll find after I find that last bench piece, which is a shooting guard that I want. I'll show it to you guys, and then we'll simulate to the end of the season. I'll see you guys then. Alright, so this is the roster. The starting lineup looks obviously the same, but off the bench we have Patrick Beverly, Luka Mbamute, Alan Williams, Jerry and Grant, who I moved over from point guard to shooting guard, who's going to be a 76 once team chemistry is back up, and then we have Maurice Spates, who is still on the team. I like the look of this team. This is definitely a championship contender. I'm going to see you guys at the end of season awards with how we finish off. I think we can probably finish off top 5 easily, maybe even top 3. I'll see you guys then. Here we are at the end of season awards where Russell Westbrook is your MVP with 31 points, 12 rebounds, 11 assists, 1.5 steals, and then Joel Embiid is your Rookie of the Year. Nerlens Noel is actually 6th Man of the Year this time. 11 points, 8.8 rebounds, and 2 blocks and 2.5 steals coming out of him. Pretty much a defensive lockdown beast. He's playing for the Mavs, so I have no idea who he's backing up actually. Are they playing my power forward? I have no freaking idea. But whatever. Drummond is your Defensive Player of the Year once again, and Jokic is also your Most Improved. And Steve Kerr of a 68-14 record with the Golden State Warriors is your Coach of the Year. Let's see if we have any Clippers on an All-NBA team. I think the only one we might have might be Chris Paul. Ooh, he's not even on an All-NBA team. That's a first. Maybe defensive. We have Chris Paul and defensive second team, and I don't think we have any rookies, so this is probably not going to apply to us. That is correct. So 55-27 was good enough for second seed in the Western Conference. We were 13 games behind the Golden State Warriors. Kind of a big deal. We're only 1 game ahead of the Houston Rockets, too. Whoa. The East is just screwing up for some reason. No idea what's going on in the Eastern Conference. But the Milwaukee Bucks are the #1 seed over there. And they are like 40-34. I have no idea what's going on. But Jane Grant is going to be the starter. Whatever. It doesn't matter to me. It's going to be like almost the same thing they're doing anyways. They're just 3-point shooters. So we have same starting roster here. Luka Mbamute. This bench is all the same too, basically. But we're up against the Sacramento Kings in the first round. Darren Collison and Buddy Hield leads them with Serge Ibaka. Basically, this team is garbage. I don't know how they made it here, so I'm just going to simulate the current round. And they take the first game. They take us to a 7-game series because 2K hates me, apparently. Patty Mills is now the shooting guard for us. No idea how they took us to 7 games, but they did. I'm going to simulate this game by game. Let's actually just look to see what the Memphis Grizzlies have on their team. Mike Conley and Marc Gasol with Zach Randolph leading the team too. Not that great of a team. Can we go up 3-0 on them, please? Nope, because that'd be too easy, right? 3-1 though. Oh god, don't do a Warriors. Don't. Okay, all right. So we did it in 6 games. We are taking on. Oh god, we're taking on the first seed. Okay. All right. Let's. This is gonna be intense. I'm gonna simulate the. Oh my god, I almost simulated playoffs. That was almost terrifying. The Cavs make it to the Eastern Conference Finals, and the 8th seeded Washington Wizards do as well. How are they an 8th seed? This team's a beast. Whatever. It's like the same team too. We're gonna simulate this game by game. They take the first game, and they take the second game. Okay. All right. Cool. I don't even know if we're gonna beat them. This is still they're still the Warriors. Yeah. So we get swept by them. That's cool. We'll simulate the playoffs here. The Cleveland Cavaliers are your NBA Finals champions as LeBron James wins MVP. 23 points, 10 rebounds, 9 assists, 2 steals, and 1.5 blocks coming out of him. We made it to the finals. This is I think the furthest they've made it in like ever, the Clippers. So I'll take that for now. We're gonna go to league meetings, make sure everything is rejected. I'm probably gonna sign a good coach now. So who is he? Ooh. I'm going for Pop. Pop is the greatest coach of all time. I'm gonna do it. Assistant coach. This guy named Connor James, or is Goodrich? Is that other guy here? We have this guy named Luke Wallace. I'll do Connor James. Screw it. Oh, he does not like that at all. Actually, he did not want us to go for 4 years. So you know what? I'll give 3 years to this guy. He can be there. Wow, these guys are bad too. I'm just gonna change these guys just in case it does matter, because I actually have no idea if it does. So I'm gonna go for this Clark guy, and for scouts I'm gonna go for who's good. I have no idea who's good. This guy, whoever that is. My assistant GM is garbage too apparently, and so is this guy. So my assistant GM can be this Vincent guy, and my CFO can be this guy. Okay, and can we get more? Let me get an assistant coach. Who do I want? That's the question now. We have this James guy. We have... well, we need the trainer. But do we want Wallace? Or do we want... Screw it, I'll just go. I'm going to decline you, my dude. I'm sorry. Alright, so... let's go to the NBA draft, see if there's any trades that I really need to make. I don't think we even have a pick this year, so I don't think it's going to matter. But let's look at our player contracts. We are working with 64 mil until these guys re-sign and take away the rest of the cap. DeAndre Jordan's taking up a lot of cap space, so I might have to make a trade or two. You know what? I'm not even going to do that. I'm just going to go to my free agents here. Team player options. Actually, you know, I'm going to go to team player options. Paul Pierce. I'm going to have to decline you, my dude. It's time for you to retire. I don't know why he hasn't retired yet, but he didn't even get minutes on the last one, so I guess he just wants that free money. So we're going to go to free agency. Let's go qualifying offers first. If I need to extend anybody a qualifying offer, I don't even know personally. Come on, 2K. Let me go to qualifying offers. Cristiano Felicio. I'm not going to offer him a qualifying offer. Don't need him. He doesn't really play. Anyways, 75 overall. It's aight, I guess, but he didn't really get any minutes for us, so I don't even know if he's worth my time. My free agents. Everybody's expired here, so I'm going to go into free agency. And we're gonna try and let's look at the roster. We have DeAndre Jordan, Andrew Wiggins, Patrick Beverley. No one's taking up too much cap besides DeAndre Jordan, so I can probably sign. I'm gonna try and get like a solid guard, hopefully within the first couple trades here. So free agency. Let's see who's here. Kevin Durant is here. If you want a player option from us, we will do that. Chris Paul is obviously going to get a offer from us too. Let me offer Gordon Hayward one actually. So if I give Gordon Hayward a player option and a no trade clause, we are his #1 offer. Kyle Lowry, I will do the same. I'll only give you a player option though. How about that? Are we his #1 offer? No. So Chris Paul, I'm going to offer Chris Paul a trade offer now. Gonna give him the max that it lets me. Player option. We are his #1 offer, and Blake Griffin, same thing. Gonna offer him a player deal as well. And we have bird rights on these guys, so all I can do is pray Gordon Hayward please accept before they do. Kevin Durant goes to the Golden State Warriors. Gordon Hayward does, and we get yes, they accept all on the same day. I will take this without a doubt. We get Gordon Hayward, Chris Paul, and Blake Griffin all in the same year. I'm not even gonna complain. That is a stacked team if I've seen one. Yeah, I guess we might have gotten, we might be double stacking up a little bit, but that team is pretty filthy. Let me see if I move Wiggins to shooting guard. He's still like an 83. With Gordon Hayward's only an 88 if I move him to shooting guard. So like, let me see here. They're the same height. I'm gonna do that. I'm just gonna move Gordon Hayward to shooting guard. He'll be an 88 overall. I'll take it. I don't mind. Free agency. I'm gonna sign a couple vets and basically the retirement home. I'm gonna bring them to the Clippers, and I will see you guys at the beginning of the next season with exactly what the roster looks like. I'll see you guys then. And so here we are at the beginning of the next season, where our lineup is looking absolutely filthy. We have Chris Paul, Gordon Hayward at shooting guard position, Andrew Wiggins at small forward, Blake Griffin at power forward, and DeAndre Jordan at your center position. Tony Allen is actually the one of the guys that we signed, because he actually signed for us on a minimum level contract. So I took him, moved him to the small forward, so now he's an 81 overall. Patrick Beverley is still the point guard for us off the bench, and Nene is also signed for us on a minimum level contract. We moved him from center to power forward because we have Jarian Grant and Maurice Spates who's going to be the center for us. If I could upgrade Maurice Spates, that's the only thing that I might want to do. Literally grab him in like Diamond Stone or something. It doesn't really matter. I'm just trying to grab a better... Actually, you know what? I'll do Maurice Spates and literally just one pick. Should upgrade the center pretty easily with that, hopefully. Or not. Scalabissiere is going to be it. That's it. I'm just going to do Scalabissiere. Will be a nice backup center for us for DeAndre Jordan so he doesn't get overwhelmed this season, hopefully. And I think that might be it. I might do one more trade to see if I can move Jarian Grant for a better shooting guard, just for the bench at least. Jarian Grant's solid, but I just want to make sure that we have the best bench possible, so in case these starters get a little bit exhausted, they don't get screwed over by not having anyone to back them up. I'll give like this second round or two. It doesn't really matter to me. Jordan Crawford, could bring him back, but I'm not going to. Lonzo Ball is only 1.5 stars apparently. I guess he had like an Achilles tear or something. No idea how that happened. How did this happen? Did he like hurt himself? I have no idea, but apparently Lonzo Ball is only 1.5 star rated. Willie Iron Gomez, Wayne Ellington I could bring to the team. Ooh, that is a Sean Kilpatrick. That is probably going to be the deal unless I get something better. And nope, nothing better. So I'm just going to go for Sean Kilpatrick, who is a nice shooter for us to keep off the bench. Who's going to be a nice like 10th man in the rotation, something like that. But he's just going to be a nice piece just to have additionally in terms of what we already have. The team is absolutely filthy. I don't think it's possible for us to lose with like this stacked of a team. I'm going to keep it exactly as is now at this point. Going to simulate all the way to the trade deadline. If I make any trades, I'll see you guys then. But I think this is going to be the team that's going to win us a championship. Or at least the first championship for the Clippers, that's for sure. I'll see you guys then. I wanted to change it up a little bit, so I did this trade here. I'm going to do DeAndre Jordan for Andre Drummond, basically in a straight-up deal almost. I like Andre Drummond a little bit better, and I feel like he's going to be a little more consistent for us. I just wanted a rebounding machine. DeAndre Jordan was pretty good at that, but Andre Drummond is doing that a little bit better because he won Defensive Player of the Year last season too. So in 2K, he's like loved a little bit more in terms of what he can do and like his stats and everything like that. So I'm gonna take it for that. We're 41-17 by the way, first in the conference if you guys couldn't tell. So let's do this. Andrew Wiggins will be here, and then Blake Griffin will be our power forward still. So everybody's still doing pretty well for us, it looks like. I'm going to keep it like that, and I will see you guys now at the end of season awards because that's the only trade that I wanted to do. We're definitely going to finish as like a top, probably the first seed in the conference. I'll see you guys then. And here we are at the end of season awards where Giannis Antetokounmpo wins your MVP with 24 points, 9 rebounds, 6.5 assists, 2.5 steals, 2.5 blocks coming out of him. Harry Giles is your Rookie of the Year with 14.5 points, 9 rebounds. This probably has not been updated. Harry Giles would probably not win Rookie of the Year because he has no ACL or something. 3 assists, 2 blocks. And Dwayne Wade is your 6th man of the year. Kawhi Leonard is Defensive Player of the Year with 6 rebounds, 4 steals a game, and a block. Not too bad. Ian Clark is your Most Improved Player. He's now on the Pacers instead of I think he's the Warriors right now. So he's probably going to win a championship this year too. 11 points, 4 rebounds, or 4 assists, 2.5 rebounds. And Sidney Lowe of the Washington Wizards is your Coach of the Year. Let's see, do we have any Clippers on an All-NBA team? The Chris Paul is defensive team. We didn't have anybody on All-NBA, any of the first 3 teams though, but all defensive team goes to Chris Paul. And we have Andre Drummond on all defensive second team. I will take that. We don't have any rookies, I don't believe, but we were good enough for first in the conference with a 58-24 record. Kind of low for a first seed, but not too bad. We're 6 games ahead of the Minnesota Timberwolves, who we stole, we finessed the shit out of and stole away Andrew Wiggins from. And in the West, yeah, we would be 1 game behind the Washington Wizards, who basically have the same team. Yeah, but Otto Porter's an 82 overall now, so it looks like they just developed the same team, made them a little bit better. So let's go look at player stats actually on the season. So we have Andrew Wiggins leading us in points. Wow, scoring is down pretty heavily, but it's mostly because we have a lot of players doing a lot. Andrew Wiggins has 17 points coming out of him. And Gordon Hayward had 16 coming out of him with 4 boards, 4 assists. Blake Griffin had 15 and 6, and Chris Paul had 14 and 8 with 3 steals almost. Andre Drummond had 13 points, 13 boards, and almost 2 steals, almost 2 blocks. Patrick Beverley had 7 and 5 with a steal coming off the bench, and Tony Allen even had 7 and 2 assists with 5 boards coming off the bench too. So not too bad. We had a lot of people scoring 7 points or so. So I'll take that. we're up against the Sacramento Kings in the first round, and if I remember correctly, they didn't really change anything on this roster. It's just Dennis Smith and Buddy Hield. With Paul Millsap, that's not too bad of a signing, but that's not going to win them a championship. So we should be able to sweep them, and we do. We're up against the Denver Nuggets, who actually upset the Utah Jazz in the first round. Emmanuel Mudiay, it looks like it's probably just Jokic. Yeah, Jokic, Gallinari, Wilson, Chandler. They have double small forwards on this team, and Gary Harris is an 82 now, so it looks like he developed pretty well. I feel like we can beat them too, so I'm just going to simulate the current round, and we beat them in 6. I will take that. Wow, the Trailblazers actually swept. They beat the Warriors, and they swept the Timberwolves. They have LaMarcus Aldridge and Karl Anthony Towns. They must have something insane. They have Josh Jackson. Josh Jackson is probably what's doing it, actually, because Josh Jackson is like a filthy rookie, apparently, in terms of the draft classes I've been using lately. So Damian Lillard and CJ McCollum with Yusuf Nurkic, basically, and Enes Kanter. They signed Enes Kanter and Dwight Howard. Wow, that's a lot of centers. Apparently big men win like championships, though, so that makes a little bit of sense. Let's see here. Anything we need to change around? It looks like this team's going to be absolutely fine. I'm going to simulate the first game. If we can they take the first game from us. Can we take the second at least? How are they going up 2-0? Going to move this to a 9-man rotation. That makes absolutely no sense. Simulate the next game. So we take the third game. We take the fourth. And they're up 3-2. If we don't... Okay, so this is Game 7 series. Okay. All right, 2K. I have no idea what's going on, but you're definitely going to... You're going to need to stop that. Let's just simulate the game. I have no idea how we're losing at all. This team is super stacked. We should not be losing. This shouldn't even be close. They only have Damian Lillard and CJ McCollum. Like, don't get me wrong. I know 2K loves the Trailblazers for some reason because they always do super well in like every rebuild, no matter what like roster they have. Third quarter, like nobody scored any points, and we're gonna beat them out in the fourth quarter. Thank God. We almost hit 100 points. Okay, it shouldn't have been that difficult, but Chris Paul led us in points, 23 points, 8 assists, 3 steals coming out of him. Not too bad. Gordon Hayward had 19, 16. Drummond even had 14 and 9 with 1 steal, 2 blocks. Ooh, Tony Allen had 5 steals and 3 steals coming from Nene. I like that. We're up against the Philadelphia 76ers. They gave us some trouble in the regular season, so I'm going to look at their team. They had Jeff Teague and Ben Simmons, Dario Saric, and Joel Embiid. They even signed Greg Monroe, and Robert Covington is obviously a beast. Rich Allen Holmes is pretty good too, so is TJ McConnell, and Jahlil Okafor still exists on this team. Alright, so I know you guys are tired, but this is the finals, so let's simulate the first game. We take the first game. Can we take the second too? Can we go up 3-0? No, because that would be too easy. Alright, so it's 2-2. Can we take the third game? Yes. And let's go to the coaching lineup, please. Alright, everybody's hyped. Everybody's on fire. Everybody's ready to win this championship. Alright, so please go. Let's win this in the last game. And we beat them in 6. The Los Angeles Clippers win their first ever championship. Chris Paul is your finals MVP with 17 points coming out of him, 11 assists, 1.5 steals. He shot 58% from the field, 52% from 3. I will take that. That is extremely nice to see. This is the roster. We finally ended our curse, our run of absolutely no championships. Chris Paul is the leader, if I can speak, the leader of this team. Blake Griffin right behind him. This team is super stacked. Chris Paul, Blake Griffin, Gordon Hayward, Andre Drummond, Andrew Wiggins, Tony Allen, Patrick Beverly, Nene. Then we have Scalabus here, Spencer Dinwiddie, Sean Kilpatrick, Brandon Bass, Tiago Splitter. Obviously, most of these guys didn't get minutes. At least Sean Dinwiddie, Brandon Bass, and Tiago Splitter didn't. But Sean Kilpatrick played for us really well this season, so I definitely liked him. But I love this team, guys. As always, thank you guys for watching. If you guys liked the video, feel free to leave a like and a comment down below. If there's a team that you want to see me rebuild, feel free to leave that down in the comments as well. I always read through all the comments anyways. And of course, you know, I'll see you guys next time. Until then.